Hello everyone, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. This is a video message from Jorge Cepeda here in Exolag, talking to you guys from Chualar, California, to you Nashik group of consultants. It was unfortunate I couldn't be with you last week during the meeting, but I wanted to make sure that while I was here in California that I provided you some perspective of some of the experiences that growers are having with evergreen, or Nutrozen as you call it in India. And so I wanted to share some perspective with that. With me here today is Andres, who's a member of the Exolag team, but that's working heavily in California, and he positions evergreen / Nutrozen as well as other products. And so today we're visiting here from Francione Farms in Chualar, California. And Andres, I want to share a little bit of information and perspective in terms of evergreen and how things have been moving here in California. What are the benefits that you typically position with evergreen, and why is it being used in crops, and what crops are you using it in?
So we use it in grapes, as you can see. We use it in strawberries, and we use it across a broad spectrum of vegetable crops.
Okay. And so how many years have you been supporting viticulturists in California with the NIP program?
About 5 years.
5 years, okay. And so, and I believe evergreen was one of the first ones you introduced, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And so what are the benefits, or what's the reason why these viticulturists and these growers are using evergreen?
Well, I mean, it serves a great purpose on this wine grapes. This is, by the way, this is Pinot Grigio. Our first application, it's early on in the season, and we try to elongate our canopy, our rachis, try to elongate it as much as we can. And the reason for that, Jorge, is because it gives us more space, more growing points for our bunches, so they're not tight, and that ends up being into smaller fruit, and also what they call bunch rot.
Okay.
So they're not overlapped like this. The greater space we have to grow, the better. More wind going through it.
Okay. And so, in terms of rates or timing, when's the first application typically? Is it March, April, I think?
Yes, it's about 5 to 6 inches.
Okay.
Where our canopy is 5 to 6 inches. Okay. That's when we go.
And what rate is being utilized?
32 ounces per 100 gallons.
32 ounces. That's the equivalent of 1 liter per acre per 100 gallon is what they use here in California. And so, typically, how many applications of evergreen are they using?
We do about 3, sometimes 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first one is to push canopy. The second one also to push a little bit more canopy, but also to start prepping the crop for a fruit set.
Okay, got it. And so what we can say is the beauty of the program here is since you've began it, it sounds like you've also been able to expand across many acres. What's some of the biggest farm operations, for example, where this is being used?
We use it in Mesa Vineyards in J. Lore.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
J. Lore. Okay. Shide as well as one
Shide
of those?
is one of the big ones. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And so obviously in a market that's so inundated and so busy with a lot of other products and manufacturers, it sounds like there's been very good performance so far with evergreen.
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen a growth every year of the use of evergreen in grapes?
Yeah, we've seen an exponential growth, and now it's a little bit more steady.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I could tell you, each time I've met with you in Nashik, I've talked to you about the experiences in California. And what I could say, as we talked here with Andres, is over many years, now this is now our 6th year, coming up into our 6th year of applications, we continue to see growth of the number of acres that are being touched. What we find is, again, as Andres was mentioning, we're getting great canopy development, great fruit sizing, and importantly, as they take it to harvest, they're also using other products that are part of the NIP program. They use our potassium phosphonate product, they use a calcium phosphonate product to really push sizing and bricks and quality at the end of it. So we've had very good performance, very good experiences with that. I know you not only position evergreen, but you also have other products that are being included. But I could see it's been very well received, and again, we get to see continual growth of that. As I understand it, the program starts, as you mentioned, what is it, in April? April, you
Yes.
start with an application. You do 2 applications in May, and later on you start with the others. And right now we're sitting at, let's see, it's September 14th, so harvest is happening now.
Yes.
Harvest is happening now. Okay, great. So I mean, is there would you say that the testimonials and the information and the benefits that growers are saying have been very positive overall, or are there challenges that we still need to work on?
I mean, there's always a challenge, but we've had a very positive response with our products.
Okay, that's great to hear. Great to hear. Well, again, I wanted to make sure that I share with you some perspective and some information. Unfortunately, the grower could not be here with us from Francione Farms, but he did allow us to come in and kind of talk about some of the things we've been doing. This is just one of the examples of the many farms in which we work with in California. Beautiful farm. I think this current farm is about 150 acres or so. Just this one particular farm. They have more farms right across the street. But again, very good development, very good positioning, very good advantages with evergreen Nutrozen as you see it. So what I would encourage those of you Nashik growers and consultants, viticulturists, as you look to augment the yield potential and the quality on grapes, definitely look at Nutrozen as an opportunity. We're seeing some great results with it. We're seeing some great positioning with it, and obviously some very happy farmers when it relates to harvesting in bricks. So hopefully that's a good perspective. And as always, if you ever have any questions, you want any further information, any program recommendations, I may be here in the US, but I'm always available by phone, or you can talk as well with any members of the Crystal team. Thank you, Andres. Wonderful work here. Beautiful crop. Love seeing it. Have a good day, everyone.
Bye.